My grandfather, Thomas David Padgett, who died in 1963 in Sparks, Georgia, had this Bible from his grandfather, either Asa or Abraham. And now I think both of them were preachers. And then when Dad was still alive, Grandpa gave it to my daddy, Oris, and I wasn't that aware of it. My dad died in 1967, and then about 20 years later, my mother said, "You need to take this Bible." It was your daddy's granddaddy's granddaddy. And she felt like I would be the one to take it and be sure it moved on. And I've had it probably 25 years. Nobody knew I had it but myself and Diane. So I offered it to Ryan. He's my oldest son. And he said, "Nope, April's the one to have it." So we called April and we gave her $500 to take it off our hands. And just kidding.
You'll cut me a check.
She was glad to get it, and we look forward to see what she's doing with it. Or rebuilding the walls.
Rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem. Oh my goodness, how many fingers were on here that they read from these scriptures? That is amazing.
See, older people like back there, this is probably the only book
They read from, yeah.
and they have read that from candlelight.
The reason we think it's Asa's Bible, or some of it happened, because Asa died in 1886, and that was the first entry was in 1886. So we think that the Bible was given to death, but the Bible's copyright is 76, so it's 10 years old before.
Before they may have owned it for 10 years and
Right.
just recorded that.
Right. They
that
started
first.
writing down.
So the first death recorded was Asa Padgett.
I don't even know that was recorded. We looked at that.
But the first death that was recorded was the 1872.
I think it was a birth was the first recording in here. You'll see in a second.
March. Look at that one.
Wow, look at that.
On your phone? One of them high
Flashlight?
intensity flashlights
No.
on
Wow.
I do, but mine's on charge.
He does. There's one
Oh,
right
so
there.
you've got pages of
Okay.
marriages.
All right, look, see
pages-
these lines?
I do. Look even in the detail here of the cloaks and the robes. That is amazing.
That had to be part of the print. That couldn't have been somebody doing that with a pencil. Padgett and Melinda Dilbeck.
So
which
that was
your
the
sister was named after.
Aunt Linda was named after Melinda.
Her name is Melinda, right? Yeah.
Melinda. Mary Melinda.
And this was just a witness that witnessed the marriage.
So that was the marriage recording. Wow.
Looks
Holy
like
matrimony.
1886.
The same year Asa died. So that's why the Bible was given. So it wasn't Asa's Bible then. It was given to them at their marriage.
So it was given to William.
Had to be. That makes sense.
That makes
Okay.
more sense. Same year he died, though. Interesting.
I think they're also.
Yeah, they are. They're almost like cardstock.
But somebody has.
Taped and stuff.
Yep.
Look at that. So these are the births.
Okay,
And then you've
so-
got.
What we looked up was
these
cool.
correlate.
Right,
This is it. This
I'll
page.
donate this. This is much better.
Okay, good. That'd be good. That's perfect.
This
fit.
page literally coincides exactly what those dates say.
And you printed this off of Ancestry.
Yes.
That
I
is
mean,
awesome,
the verse and
Ryan.
everything are right there.
That is so cool.
But it's cool when you see stuff like
It
that.
is
It
so
is.
cool.
The death of this child and the death of this wife.
Are the first
same
recordings?
No, they just happened to be the same year. So
Mm-hmm.
Ryan put it together, and it was either a house fire or it was died at birth, and mom and the kid died.
Most likely it was childbirth. When they died that close together, it was 14
Was that
days
86
apart.
too?
See, there's no age. They were died as a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Now is that the same age too?
He's borrowing my granny glasses.
Great.
So you were going to show me in here where it was written,
All right.
where
Co-
the mother
come-
and the child
Yeah, come back and correlate
were sharing our granny glasses.
these dates, Ryan.
All right. Let's turn this page to the deaths. So here it is. So you actually have two children, died within 5 days of each other.
Yeah, I found so many
Jacob
different
was 2 years old.
branches.
Sarah
You're not
was
going to end
4
up being
years
kin to me, are you?
So I'm thinking disease.
Am I marrying my
That's
Part of
where
the
cousin?
family that came through,
Maybe.
And then here's the two.
the mother and daughter. That's incredible. That had to have been a childbirth situation, if I had to guess. But you know, we can look that up
Yeah.
and see if we can find that in the newspaper.
Yep.
So about 1912, I guess.
Huh?
Well, the wonderful thing
right
about
off the bat.
Our generation.
about websites
I
now,
ain't dating my cousin.
Yes.
Sit, you're 7 years old.
it's the automatic
He liked her
connection.
for the
So
rest
the
of his life,
goss,
but he
like
never.
the goss has done a lot,
That's
right?
funny.
And
All
he
you
was
gotta do is
adopted.
click on
He wasn't gonna
wherever
marry his
she is.
cousin.
She's over here. So you click on
kinda
DOS
early
and it
thing,
goes to her
future
page
there,
and it
but,
runs
you know.
up her
Yeah.
side of the family the same way. So whenever you enter a name and they verify it. So what this would do on Ancestry, because what Ancestry and these other websites will do is there's verified and unverified. If I just enter a name with a birthday or something, there's got to be a source, a picture of a grave or something.
Census record.
These are the best sources since it's 150 years old and it's
Yes.
written.
Yep.
And we will source these. Do you have an account? Are you allowed to upload on
No,
it?
I got that.
So I've got an active account,
Yeah.
and we'll photograph each page, and we'll tag everybody on Ancestry with this photo. So if there's not a photo of them, there'll be a photo of this page as a documented source.
If there's any chance of recreating the page and rewriting the calligraphy, not on top of it.
You see these older ones,
There's a
these older
binding place
entries
here in
was
Atlanta.
real calligraphy.
Yes, that
So
is.
what I heard was these old churches had a calligrapher because they didn't have Word,
Right, they didn't have word processors.
but they had Aunt Mary, and she was a calligrapher. You know,
Right.
she was a
A calligrapher.
right. It's beautiful and it's legible
Yes.
calligraphy. But then, as they grow old and no longer calligraphy, you get to somebody that's just got a good handwriting, and then the next thing you know, you wind up with people like me that you can't read and fix a day. You're kidding.
No, look right here. In red, Susan E. Padgett was born, B-O-R-N-D. July, born.
Past tense.
Yes.
It'll fit.
I understand the fit. We're trying to get the page length. 11 and a half by 9.
Okay. I bet we could find a paper printing place that will duplicate these pages.
The cover is 12 by.
All of these right here, Sarah and Jacob and James and Susan, there's P-A-D-G-E-T. And then
And
you get down to
Where did it start doubling it?
right here,
Which was
1908.
so before 1900.
It was spelled
one
with
T.
one T, and even in the
On the
one
grave
there-
sites it says that?
No, just in the Bible here.
All the graves double
Interesting.
T's.
I think the graves are double T's.
That means that whoever did the calligraphy did that on
Misspelled.
did that on their own, decided to put a T on it, one T. That's wrong. These people spell their own name wrong, so I'm gonna make it
Too
right.
many T's. I charge by the letter.
Maybe that was what they did.
But I have seen the Old English P-A-G-E-T,
On the
which
graves,
is where I
it's two
think
T's.
it came from. With no D and no second T. But there's no verification that that's where it is.
So is this that they received this book as a wedding gift? Is that what this
We're
book is?
assuming
Because
that. We're
there's a
assuming that.
witness. That's the witness of the marriage?
Yeah, I had the same thing when Mom and Daddy got married, though. They had a witness.
They did, because you can
They
find
made it themselves.
No, well, they might have made it themselves, but you know, Thomas David, your grandfather, is the one that left because he refused to make corn for the moonshiners anymore, and that's the generation that went to South Georgia, and they were farmers in South Georgia,
Yeah.
and there's stories about that. Aunt Linda has those stories. She even wrote a song about it.
Yep. Because we went, Mom and Dad and me and Betty went up in the mountains to visit these people, and we got way up this long trail, and we turned around and we saw we was not where we should be.
Uh-oh.
We turned and left, and a guy followed us out, and he followed us on down to the bottom where we all stopped, and he stopped, and he had a high-powered rifle in his Jeep. And then when we got back to Uncle Bill's house, he said, "Yeah, that's one of my nephews.
You're in moonshine
You were getting
country."
real close."
You got too close to the.
So there's
They
actually
were Ora, Olin, Oris, Charlie, TD.
you ran out of those.
They ran out of O's.
They didn't want to do
So
Orville.
you know that O idea, it ain't that good anymore.
Orville.
Oreo.
Let's just
You
name
gotta
this.
pick a
Otis.
different letter.
Let's just name this one TD.
Oreo.
No, they had Charles Lewis
That's CL. That's her grandfather.
and Thomas Desmond.
That's
TD.
The rest of them was O's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And I thought Olin was O-L-A-N, but it was O-L-I-N.
Olin Pickney.
And Ora is just
and Horace
O-R-A.
William.
It's
Where's it going?
and then Ora Elizabeth is Aunt Beth. She was named after her.
Is her name Ora?
Ora Elizabeth. Aunt Beth's name's Ora. Ora Elizabeth.
Beth was my biggest buddy as the first cousin. She was my age. And Pam older or younger than Beth?
Pam is
younger.
younger. It goes Aunt Linda, Judy, my mama, Beth,
Yeah, Linda's
Pam,
older than
and
Carol.
Annie.
So the Merriman, so your Merriman line, you had to stop because there's no record of his family because it's in England. Is that right?
No, we have up to his parents.
I mean,
It's because they spoke like they had a lot of education
Well,
because they had that English.
they had the,
Yeah, and he was a
Best-
school
He
teacher
was
for a while
school
too.
teacher.
There you go.
Yeah.
yeah. Merriman.
They didn't
Bobby,
speak like backwards farmers.
Bobby
If there's
was
a
my
movie about
age.
Romans, they use British accents.
Bobby Merriman
There's
was my age.
a movie about Jesus, they use British accents. That's
I
weird.
don't
My
remember
brother-in-law,
the other names.
Lou,
But I guess Daddy
Lou
may have
Osmowitz.
learned something
Yeah.
from him because
him and Barbara,
one thing
my
they were
sister,
big
did
on
this
was their
thing.
roads
She told you
were
about that, didn't she?
straight.
Lou's family?
No, she
Even
did
if
it
the
for our
road was
family.
1,000
Her-
feet
for her.
long,
He
you
did
could
it
get
for
down
his
under the
family.
leaves and you could see out the
Well,
other.
she found out that most of ours is
They had
Irish,
perfect
Scottish.
rows
And
for
then
all
they
of
brought in
90%
terraces
of ours is
before
Irish
we
Scottish.
did. And, you know, the
But
Americans
we
taught us
found
the terrace
somebody in
idea.
Utah.
Very simple,
I heard
but
about it.
fantastic idea. And then their roads ran terracial to the terraces.
Wow. So they brought in some
Yeah, the Merrimans
good
were
ideas.
brilliant people.